Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Wednesday, May 30th, and this is the market overview, looking at the Dow SPX VIX TNA UUP FXE GLD SLV, and XOY XLF, and all the other stuff. Okay, well, another nasty day. You leave it to the Euro people to do this to us. And last night we had some very encouraging signs, but we were hesitant about one day not making a new rally and the problems with the dollar. And I'll take a look at that here in just a little bit. We had also mentioned last night that we had an uptick, and the uptick resolved itself, and then you have to see what it wants to do next. And this is what it wanted to do next. More than 160 points to the downside, and really doing a number on the indicators. For one, we have the short-term moving averages all pointing down once again, not a good sign. We still have the 14-day RSI moving average moving down, and we have the stochastics attempting to turn to go and join it. Bad sign. Down on the CCI, down on the RSI, up on the MACD histogram barely. And the MACD turning away before getting its bullish cross. Very, very bad. What can you say? It's horrible. We're about to get a new month here in a couple days. We'll see the price levels readjust to the new month. They're going to be way down here. And that's about it. 60-minute time frame. Lots of pain today. More pain tomorrow? Question mark. Well, back here on the 23rd, we noted that we had a new low, and new lows and new highs normally get retested. And at that time, we were saying that, yeah, we should have a retest of this at some point. And here we are, about a market week later, and the possibility is certainly possible. 60-minute time frame does not look very good. 14 days trying to tick down. CCI ticking down, RSI ticking down. Histogram hanging out, MACD heading down. And the only good thing, the stochastics attempting to turn up. So many against and 1 for. Not exactly the best ratio, but it is what it is. SPX, more of the same ugly. And but we also had noted in the past videos that SPX did not make a new low back here, but this low really hasn't been tested either. So does that mean that it needs to do it? It's possible. Certainly possible. Anything's possible. And this one isn't as bad. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down, stochastics mixed, trying to turn over. Less convincing than the Dow. Down on the CCI, down on the RSI, up on the MACD histogram, up on the MACD. Actually, it's more sideways. And not as in danger of losing its bullish cross. So hopefully we'll have a green day tomorrow. Try and reset some of these, and hopefully put some pressure on going back up again. Same thing in the 60-minute time frame as the Dow. No need to rehash. The VIX, oof, look at that. It would appear to be attempting to go up and retest its top. That is natural. Big gap up today. At some point that's going to fill. Very, very strong. 14-day RSI moving average still ticking up. Stochastics turning around, CCI turning around, RSI turning around, MACD turning around, MACD histogram turning around. Oof. 60-minute time frame, any relief in sight? Well, we haven't broken this high yet. That's the first step. Not that it's too far away. And until it does that, there's hope for the bears. Stochastics moving down, 14-day RSI moving average moving up. CCI trying to turn around, RSI trying to turn around, MACD histogram trying to turn around, MACD ticking up. Except for the stochastics, everything is against the bulls here. So Not nice. CompQ, the NASDAQ. You would think that this would have done better considering how well Apple did today, but ending with a small hammer. And very similar to SPX, 14-day down, stochastics turning down, CCI down, RSI down, histogram up, MACD going sideways, not losing the bullish cross yet, but not completing it either. So tomorrow will be very important. TNA. We're saying that it got above the 200-day moving average. We need a big green bar to confirm above. We did not get that. We got a big green bar below. And very similar to SPX, slight differences. 14-day RSI moving average down, stochastics trying to turn. Down on the CCI, down on the RSI, slightly up on the MACD, histogram, and MACD with a bullish cross going sideways. XOI oil. This was one of the main problems with the market today. Going down for a retest, not quite making it, of the current floor. Hopefully we'll get a bounce there. I really, if we're going to get a bounce, it should be there. 14-day RSI moving average down, stochastics down, CCI down, RSI down, histogram down, MACD down, looking for a bearish cross. Not overly attractive. But did this one do too much? Did it go too far? Very relevant to the overall market direction. 60-minute time frame, stochastics trying to work their way up, CCI moving up, RSI slightly down, histogram slanting up, MACD down, 14-day RSI moving average down. Notice that this one is not as bad as some of the others. At least we have 3 indicators saying some up movement would be nice. Much better than just the sole stochastics on the other charts. So if we can get a bounce here, and we should be at support here, that would help the markets overall, definitely. Probably in a pretty decent way. UUP, the bane of the bull's existence. This is a monster. Been waiting for this sucker to turn. It doesn't want to turn. It just wants to keep going. Big gap up today. Strong candle closing at its high. Did close at its high. Yes, it did. And the bad news. MACD histogram ticking up. That is not what we want to see, and that's what we're seeing. MACD itself up, RSI up, CCI up, 14-day RSI moving average up, stochastics holding high, up. Awful. This one is very interesting in that if we go way back in time, line up today with way back here, we have this big gap. Boom. And if we're going to fill that gap, we have, oh boy, we need to get to 2302. 2302 from where we are now, 4 cents. That gap will be closed. Maybe that's what it needs. It also is a nice round number, 23. That seems like a very possible, even probable level to have that meet, be satisfied, and take a rest. So crossing my fingers, there's no guarantee, but would it make sense? Yes, it would make sense. FXE, the euro, yep, closing right at the lower Bollinger Band, and perfect inverse of UUP. No need to really rehash that. Matter of fact, UUP, yeah, just shy of its upper Bollinger Band, so that doesn't even matter. GLD, very nice day. Still stuck in this little range that it has going. Essentially another attempt at the floor. and backed away from it slightly. If it can't break it on the third attempt, then it should reverse. 14-day RSI moving average losing momentum, almost a sideways move but still slightly down. Stochastics on the way up, CCI down, RSI up, histogram up, MACD up, looking to complete a a bullish cross. Everything's a bearish cross except for gold, right? SLV, more of the same, not to the same extent. We have higher lows, that's nice, and then with a spinning top. 14-day RSI moving average, most of its momentum is gone, still ticking down. Stochastics mix, CCI down, RSI up, histogram up, MACD up. Not too bad, still in the range. Gotta break out of that range. And XLF, the financials. Oof, they took a clobbering today. Stochastics trying to turn down, 14-day RSI moving average moving down, CCI down, RSI down, histogram slightly up, MACD down, pulling away from a bullish cross. Very unfortunate. It could reverse tomorrow and complete it, but nonetheless, not an attractive day. Apple, very nice, very nice. Breaking the recent high, breaking the lower price consensus level for this month. Very nice. 14-day RSI moving average ticking up. We've been watching that since way back here on the 23rd. Still, everything ticking up. Everything. Very nice. And how about something else? Something else? JP Morgan, most important bank. Another ugly, stinking day. Very ugly day. Close to the recent low. 50 cents, 70 cents, something like that to go. Stochastic swinging down, CCI ticking down, 14-day RSI moving average down, RSI sideways, up on the histogram, sideways on the MACD. Would be really nice to get some positive indicators here, like a MACD bullish cross. That would help the markets immensely, but we don't have it now. And I think that is going to be about it. Be nice if the news would just stop for a little while, but until it does. Ugh. And there you have it. Oh, come on. And that's it. So, as always, all investing decisions are your own. This short video for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.